Hey everyone, Will here with my flea market finds for July 29th, 2018. Not a lot to show you this week, and sorry, but I missed doing a video last week. Just didn't have a lot of stuff to show. Been really concentrating on the jewelry sales. My regular store, Terminal 99 on eBay, its sales have slowed. It's normal for this time of year. But surprisingly, jewelry has kind of kept up. So we've been trying, I got a ton of jewelry laying around to be listed. And we've been trying to get that into the store to get sold. So that's mainly what we concentrated on last week. This week coming up, it'll probably be like, we'll split our time half and half between the two stores. But I got a few things to show you this week. Not a ton of stuff, but a few neat items. Let me show you what I got. We have chickens in the yard. There's one, two. Let's see, that one is Lucille. That one I think is Buttercup. And down here we have Jaja. And who's the fourth one? Jaja, Buttercup, Lucille. Can't think of the fourth one. And there's two more floating around here somewhere, but they've been really good staying in the yards. We started getting some eggs. It's Lucille looking up at us. Hey, Lucille. But yeah, started getting some eggs from them. They're having a good old time out in the yard, getting all the bugs. Take a look. Thought this would be a good start because my son Nathan loves Shark Week on TV, and this marks the end of Shark Week. Thank God. I've had my fill of shark videos. But imagine the worm that would go on that hook. It's huge. Just a decorative piece, obviously not meant to be used, but cool piece. Might mount that on my shed. That was paid $25 for that, but it's just so cool. I liked it myself. A big old boat clevis tie down, whatever you want to call it. That was $10, and best of all, we can put that in a flat rate box for shipping. So it is very heavy, but getting a large flat rate and shipping won't be too bad. Got a playset, mask, Boulder Hill, and the person selling it said looks like there's a few pieces missing, but they only wanted $20. I've had mask figures in the past, and have done really well. So I think I might try something a little different here. Might sell the box by itself, and then I might break up the contents inside and sell the pieces. You know, maybe there's somebody else has a set that's they're missing a key piece or something. So we'll see how that goes. Something different. Check out the kettle. Is this thing a monster or what? This is the largest copper kettle I've ever seen. And I actually cleaned it up. You should have seen how dirty this was when I got it. It was a yard sale. The guy was cleaning out his shed. This was sitting back on the shelf, and when I first saw it, I saw the copper sticking out. I thought it might have been a moonshine still at first. I was hoping it was. But he pulls it out and says, I asked him how much. He's like, well, he said, I wasn't going to sell it. He's like, that's probably 100 pounds of copper there as it is. And I asked him how much. He's like, I'll go 150 on it. And That's why I ended up paying $150. But it's just so, it is the biggest kettle I've ever seen. Some people call them apple butter kettles, but it's just a really nice piece. Wrought iron handle, very well made. I mean, look at the rivets on the side here. Just a really cool piece. Probably put about 700 on this. Of course, local pickup only. Actually kicked around the idea of making kettle corn at the flea market with this. Went to a fall festival a couple years ago, and there was a guy that had a big kettle similar to this and was making kettle corn, and he couldn't make it fast enough. I think the minimum he was getting was like $2-3 a bag, and that was for a small bag. So, you know, if you wanted to make kettle corn, you gotta have a kettle, and that is quite the kettle. I don't know the weight, but it's got a good amount of weight to it. So we'll see. Be a good business for the boys to start. Moving on, what do we want to do? A couple of Japanese bowls. This one is marked. Looks like an elephant or something on top there. Good quality. Got some shrimp in the bottom. And the rice bowl. It's a cover on here. Hold on. There we go. Covered rice bowl. That was $8 for the 3 pieces. Benchmade. Guy called it a paratrooper knife. I think it's a general strap cutting knife. Made by Benchmade. $10. Got the little pouch with it. Benchmade's a good name. From the same guy. Got a Surefire. Anything Surefire is expensive. This is a light that attaches to the helmet. Retailing this is well over $100. Got that for 10 with the pouch. A champagne bottle opener. Pretty neat. Made out of metal for $1. Couldn't pass it up. Cannon. Cannons always sell well. Especially, this one's pretty much bored all the way back. And they even have the touch hole almost drilled through. So I think somebody, if they wanted to, could finish drilling that out and have themselves a miniature working cannon, and made in the USA. So you know that's got to have a little age on it. I can't imagine they're making these in the USA anymore. That was $5 on the cannon. A couple ashtrays. They were $1 a piece. Is it Ryder College, Trenton, from 1968? $1 a piece. It'll probably take a while to sell, but we'll give them a try. Paperweights. Paperweights are really hit or miss for me, but this one was kind of neat. Sea, under the sea theme. Penguin with a fish in it. That was kind of cool. These two were unsigned. This one is signed. Jerpoint Glass Studio, made in Ireland. Cool piece. They were like, I think it was 8, 5, and 5 for those. Old picture, and what makes it for me is that it has the guy's information on it from 1934. Reverend Percy J. Brown, All Saints Episcopal Church, Torresdale, and says, to my friend Wallace and Edna McCrane, Percy J. Brown. November 18th, 1934. $2. I couldn't pass it up. I mean, you got the guy, you got his name, you got the place that where he was. It'd be neat to do a little research on him and see what we could find out. But for $2, that could be a good piece. Maybe somebody looking back in their family history or something comes across that. Piece of Wattware. Kind of an unusual design. I haven't seen that one before. A stylized tulip pitcher. $10 on that. A teacup, Oriental, marked on the bottom. That was $5. Pair of, they feel like jade. Chopsticks. It's been broken and re-glued on one of them, but seemed like very high quality. $8 on that. Keeping with the theme, a perfume bottle, really well done. That was $8 on that. Random piece of crystal, Ole Cassini, $5 on that. Some sake cups, well marked. Snowbone China, Korea. That was $5 for the 6 cups. Israel copper pot, that was $3. Wheat pennies. Guy had about 50 rolls of wheat pennies. He wanted a $1 roll, and he told me that they were. He said that they were all by date. So I did a quick search on my phone. I didn't know offhand. Did a quick search on my phone, looked for key wheat cent dates, and it came back 1955, among others. But he didn't have anything from before the 30s. So went through, picked out all the ones that said had a 1955 coin on the top, thinking that these were all 1955. Come to find out, they're not. They're all mixed up, all dates. We'll still look through there and see if we get anything good or not. Not holding my breath, but it could be interesting. And at the very least, got some nice copper cents to add to the collection. Cup set. This one's marked Foxtrot. This one's marked Ragtime. This one's Cabaret. Just some really nice glasses. New Orleans. Made in France. Very at Tuel. Something like that. So $7 for the set. I mean, that's only around $1 a piece for those. A couple of Wedgwood lighters need to be cleaned up. $5 a piece on these. Got a neat recurve bow. Got it from an older lady. Said it was her dead husband's. He was really into archery. The bow is a really good one. The bow is a Golden Sovereign made by Ben Pearson. And the only thing working against it is it's just a 20-pound pull on it. So a good target bow. No, not something you would want to use for hunting. Then I noticed the box is for a Shakespeare bow. So the box doesn't go with this bow. So the bow actually goes for around $150 to $200 by itself. Not sure on the box. Might put a high price on the box. I think to a collector, they might want this box. I might put gonna put like $200 on the bow. Put like $100 on the box. I paid $10 for this, so pretty happy with that deal. Magic Motion lamps, got 2 of them. This is Niagara Falls, really cool. And this is of a forest fire from the late 40s, maybe early 50s. These should bring around 150 a piece. I paid 25 a piece. Cross pins, $5 for the set. They always sell. Little cat, brass cat thing, just $2. Couldn't really pass it up. Couple cloisonne pieces. That was 5 and 3. Love the frog. $5 on the frog. That looks like, I may be wrong. It looks like it's been carved out of a big chunk of lapis. If that's the case, I think it could be a really good piece. Sure looks like lapis. Feels like lapis. I have to look a little bit more. Got a price of $8,000. Wish that was dollars. It probably isn't, but pretty sure it isn't. But interesting piece. Minolta underwater camera. It's got 6 pictures taken on it. It'd be interesting to see if those develop out. $3 on it. Couldn't really pass it up. It's a cool camera. A little Fox door knocker. $10 on him. Door knockers always sell for me. Fox stuff. People love foxes. Piece of Wedgwood. $4 on that. Couple models. Got those 15 for the pair. Still in the wrap. They should bring somewhere around between 30 and 40 a piece. Check out the stained glass. I actually bought this for herself. My wife loved it, and I think I can make it work in our front door. Of course, I'll have to slightly modify the existing front door, but love all the red glass in there. It would really make for a one-of-a-kind door. So we'll see how that goes. Oh, that was $120 on that. Still got my dragon head downspout, and got myself a workmate. And I love these things because nobody knows what they're worth. Only the people that watch my videos ever know what these things are worth. This is the first year Black & Decker workmate. You can tell it's the first year because the frame here is cast aluminum. After this, they went to stamped steel. And guys that know, guys that are into woodworking, they want the original cast frame, which is what this is. These will bring anywhere from $150 to $200 depending on condition. The thing you got to watch out for is your dimensional size when shipping. I forget what that is for FedEx, but you can fit it in a box, but it's very close to being over the dimensional size. It's nice it's still got the original sticker on the top here, so it wasn't used very much. I believe the handles are plastic. The originals had aluminum handles, so that's going to detract from the price a little bit. But cool piece, and I paid $15 for that. So I think we'll put that on for $150. So there we go. Keep an eye on my store, Terminal 99, which is where most of the stuff will be appearing. So till next time, it's Will Yard Sales File List, and we'll talk again soon.